I get asked a lot, how do I help my kids beat the Florida heat during the summer on a Walt Disney World trip? And I do have a couple tricks up my sleeve that I have used over the last couple years from many trips during the summer for Walt Disney World. We love to go during the summer. It's not quite as crowded as people think it is. And, the kids are out of school. My tips are for the younger ones, let's say the ones that are still in the strollers, buy a cooling pad that goes underneath your child in the stroller and straps in. That allows a little bit of airflow under their bottoms. And I also recommend buying an added shade attachment to a stroller. It basically extends the shade of the top part. That's especially helpful if they're taking a nap during the day. Of the older kids, it all is how they dress. You need to make sure that they are not dressed in anything too tight, no heavy cotton, and even watch out for the polyester. It's good if it's like loose fitting, light colored. Don't let them tuck it in. I know some kids love to tuck their clothes in, but it needs to have air to breathe, to cool them off when they're sweating. But if your kid will wear a hat, get one that kind of goes back and covers the neck, a hat that's longer in the back, and maybe one that can also attach around their neck so they can just kind of pull it off and let it hang around their neck if they're in a ride. But the best tip I have, the pro tip for my kids beating the heat during the summer is just plan in shows. Go early, and then about mid-morning head to the shows like Finding Nemo at Animal Kingdom. All of those are great air-conditioned breaks for snacks. I was looking through all the wonderful things that are coming this summer for the Cool Kids Summer at Walt Disney World. And I think the best ones that will help kids beat the heat is the new Jesse's Roundup show at Magic Kingdom, because it's indoors. Also the new Animation Courtyard attractions that are coming over to Hollywood Studios, especially the Disney Junior Mickey's Clubhouse show, because once again, indoors. We're excited to check out Bluey. That one, I'm not sure yet. I'd be careful. You're going out there on a train ride. I'm hoping the characters are indoors, so that'll be some air conditioning, but traditionally that area does have a mixture of indoors and outdoors, so to be determined on that. And the other tip I have is definitely, if you can, add in a pool break or a splash pad break in the very hottest part of the day. I love to take my daughter's wet hair and braid it and leave it wet so it's cooling her off. You can also buy them the neck fans. Target had some really cheap ones for $5 a couple weeks ago. They don't necessarily work the greatest, but you know what? It does keep kids entertained. They feel like they're cooling off, and it helps a little bit when you're in those long lines, especially the outdoor ones. So you can go to Walt Disney World during the summer. You can beat the heat and have a great time. It just takes some planning. And if you need some help with that, I'm happy to help. I'm Bernadette with Creating Magic Vacations, and I'm here to help you have a wonderful summer.